This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutation, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Vanguard Bandits. In the last episode, we saw what would happen if we'd chosen some decisions to affect the hearts of Cecilia and Sadira. Had we decided to become more interested in the ninja maid than the aggressive princess, then our path would be slightly diverged, as we still had to fight the allies of the Kingdom Principality, but now we've gotten some time to talk to them and learn more about what happened, and now we have to fight the Cerebellus, piloted by Sadira's brother Dyer. Will we be able to handle him? Let's find out. And the fact we got an extra hand in Cecilia helps out too, so. Unfortunately, we still have just 6 people to deal with, so no more than that. But like I said, I prefer a smaller group with more time for them to talk and talk about just what's going on than like 20 people and only 2 of them talk, you know? So anyway, let's talk to everyone. Bastion, I feel as if you're drifting away from me. Is there anything you want to talk about? Sorry, Princess. I wish there was some way I could listen to Princess Sadira's burden, but she must carry it alone. Yeah. Disappointed in you I am. See the pain in Sadira's eye? You do not. Hey, don't try to ship me with the princess. I like me some ninja maids, thank you very much. No, that's probably one of the problems with this game, is a lot of the characters try to ship you for some reason. Like, why are you doing that? Why is that important? It's if one character mentions that, it's fine in a story because maybe they're interested in that type of stuff. But when like everyone mentions that you should like go for one person, it's like, okay guys, calm down. Not everyone cares about people's relationships like that, you know. Anyway. Soon, Bastion, I will have to make the most... I keep not doing her voice. I might just give her a... Soon, Bastion, I will have to make the most crucial decision of my life, but I don't know if I'm ready. Bastion, like, can't you see how much Sadira made you? Or are you really that clueless? Whoa, they gave us a new portrait. Not a very good portrait, but it's a different one. I'm kind of surprised. Wow, game. Alright, anyway. Yeah. I think next battle, maybe I'll have to have Sadira get knocked down to half-life or something like that, so that way... Because like I said, I'm not 100% sure if her getting max morale affects the path, despite the fact we're still on Cecilia's path, but we'll find out here in a moment. I doubt it, but... I'll speak with Dyer. I should know very quickly if he's under the control of Zorwin. If he's under Faulkner's influence, promise me you'll try your best not to hurt him. Of course, Sadira will use non-lethal strikes if we can. If he loses a tooth, though. Yeah. But I noticed, like, if you play the Sadira path, everyone mentions, like, oh, you and Sadira are closer together, ha ha ha. And of course, Cecilia's not there to not even hear about your blossoming relationship, so it doesn't matter. Maybe that's why Cecilia leaves, because she realizes that Bastion fell for the princess. Not that she was really fighting Sadira for it, but maybe she realized that's where his heart lied, so it was easier for her to go back to Faulkner during the Sadira path. I don't know. I mean, that's the best guess I can give. Dyer, can you hear me? Brotherly, silent, Not you, Dyer. Not you, too. Brotherly, stern, A valiant effort, Princess Sadira, but your brother is already under Faulkner's control. Thank you for confirming what I already knew, you traitors, Phil. Actually, I would be more accurate to say that he has been brainwashed. What? His Highness has been under the control of Zorwin for so long that its power has spread through his body. He is now a vessel for Lil Faulkner. Never! Brittle! Will Dyer ever be able to recover from such an infiltration of evil? Apparently that doesn't happen during the Sadira path. I wonder why they're more crueler to Sadira during the Cecilia path line. It's like she already lost her affection for Bastion. Yeah, but... Come, your Highness, let us begin the invasion of the continent. We will take the Junas Empire to new heights of glory. I can't really do his actual accent, by the way. So. Invasion. Of course, Faulkner will not rest until the Empire crushes all the people nations in its path. We will never let you and Faulkner plunge this world into darkness. only evasion that shall take place today is when my foot invades your bulbous backside, Zakov. I gotta admit, they got the working designs were pretty clever with their insults in most cases. So, all right, time to fight. Got a lot of sharkins here. I really want to just blow into them. I mean, they're gonna surround me anyway, so might as well. All right. Yeah, probably best not to use Soaring Dance because he will have to. Ugh. Where did they go? Oh, right. Ah! Okay, anyway. Alright, let's find out what we need to do. That's fine, we messed up. Whatever. Alright, map. It's the same as the previous one. Turns. Okay, we don't need tactics. Annihilate the enemy. I didn't do that last map because it's basically the same. Alright, we have 5 Sharkies here. 4 of them in Imperial Guards. 9 COAs, level 23, high weapon and power, so they can do a lot of damage when they hit. Nothing really new. Most Sharkings have the same stats, so. And we got Zakov and his Sharking. Slightly different with the Rainbow Gem, so he's got high defense there. So, but he'll do a lot of damage, level 25. No, his only addition is, obviously like before, is Assassinate, Reflect Attack, and Hover Jet's ability. And we got Dire and his Cerebellus. Except higher level at level 25. Pretty even stats. Will do decent damage either way. Has most of the earth abilities, though he'll never use the support ones. I don't even know why the game shows us that, but anyway, he's got all the nice abilities. So second attack, ugh. All right, anyway. All right, let's start fighting the. Could just turbulence them until they get closer. Probably should do that until we start, preparing everyone for the attack. Alright. Oh, we got everyone we have to deal with, but I don't have to worry about explaining that. I've noticed Cecilia is surprisingly quiet during a lot of this. I might just move Halleck over here. I don't know if there's a really good spot to really set everyone, Because it's pretty open for the most part. Especially when they start charging us. Yep. And they have high dexterity too, which means my high agility isn't as effective as I'd like it to be. Come on. I mean, she has the highest agility of all of them, and she still gets hit. I might just use Halleck to heal instead of actually attacking. Nah, I didn't. I should have defended with her. Hers is not as good as If I'm gonna start using Halleck and Franco for support again, I might just start using all my abilities just to. Yeah, if I do that, if I don't use knockdown or collision attacks, they're just gonna counter. Ugh. I really hate it when they do that. Alright. I really haven't used enough to. Actually, I probably should use that on Halleck instead. And moved. Well, hopefully Cecilia doesn't get killed. I mean, I could accept the hit, and then he would have maxed out his FP. Probably in this case, the best plan is to just focus on one dude until they're down. I gave Sadira a new I gave her the Family Jewels item so she could have a little bit more HP. Alright, let's Earth heal so Cecilia won't be killed by the next attack. There we go. Instant Somersault is a knockdown and or a collision ability. Actually, would Wind Strike work? Nah, it doesn't do enough damage. Okay. Nice. Alright, we can handle this. We just have to focus. Yeah, let's raise her HP so we can possibly work on getting her second attack. Go Flare Bomb. Like I said, in this, yeah, at this point in the game, focusing on one dude all the time is the best strategy. Yeah, better move and just have It's 55 for that, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, just work on support. Have the bodyguards be support. I mean, a good strategy game should have attackers, tanks, and support. Although I'll admit this game isn't really that good at that. I mean, I like this game, I really do, but it is not a perfect strategy game. I think for me it hits a lot of nostalgia, so I give it a lot of slack. But I'll admit, as a strategy game, it's probably not as good as it could be. Yeah, best just to go ahead and keep using attacking one. Like I said, I could spread them out, but he counters too, doesn't he? But if I use tackle, he still counters. Well, he missed, so whatever. I'm fine with that. I'm getting pretty lucky on the misses for the most part. Oh, she can't defend. Okay. Well. Zakov isn't moving, so that helps me out. Yeah, let's start working on him. I could, now, if I attack them, I wouldn't be able to use, oh well, that's fine. I'd rather be support than really gaining the levels. Like I said, really, our heavy hitters are doing enough damage. So, I mean, really, and when, like, Halleck and Franco do hit, they don't hit very hard. Not really. Could, but that's really dangerous to do that though. What's my turn situation look like? Man, they don't go for a while, and Halleck takes the turn, so I could probably take the hit. Yeah, why not? Nice. And we have second attack now, so I don't have to worry about it. So let's max out our agility, and then work on getting power up so we can. Get those levels, people. And max them. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice! Okay. What do I need? Really, I don't need to heal, not really. Yeah, well, might as well. You never know. Something could happen. Zakov should be moving here pretty soon, shouldn't he? I forgot if Cooling Mist works on someone who's FP'd out or not. I don't know. I mean, it heals them. It doesn't. I didn't think it automatically restored him normal. I guess they have. They must have a defense up when they're weak. And so you Bastion's already back to normal. So what's my levels like? I mean, if I could give Halleck a kill, I would like to, but... Or Franco for that, right? It's Halleck and Franco who need the kill. Halleck's suffered the worst out of... Or Claire could also get a kill. I don't mind that. Well, we'll see. I mean, I can handle Zakov with all my other dudes, so... Yeah, I want to give that to Halleck, so I'll give that kill to Claire. We'll start working on Zakov. Not even your precious Ultra Gunner is strong enough to withstand a squad of Shockings. Why have you allied yourself with Faulkner? Can't you see the evil you're helping him to create? Faulkner is the strongest man on the continent, you fool! By allying myself with him, I assure my survival. Whereas you defy him and assure your death. Amazing. In 2 sentences, you admitted to being both a coward and a weakling. Have you ever had the strength to do something on your own, or have you always been a leech? What? No one calls me a bloodsucker this! Ow. Oh well. Let's just keep working on Weakening Zakov? How can you willingly obey the orders of a psychotic dictator? Because that dictator will give me the power I have only dreamed of. I curse the hideous woman in whose rotten womb you were conceived, you sadistic scumbag. Wow. Let's see, Galvus said that about Radcott, and Sadira said that about Zakov. Huh. Apparently, insulting people's moms is common. So this is extreme mom insulting. What? How dare you speak ill of my dear departed mother? You will die now! Alright, now let's try to flare bomb that one down there, see if we... Nuts? Ugh. Come on. Alright. Let's start. I'll help smack him, why not? Nice. Alright, try that again. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna just use Claire to, like, not, or have Claire just, like... Actually, I could have just Halleck killed that one, too, and just have Claire maybe kill Zakov for the levels. Right, is he... Actually, it's really frank on Claire, or close. I mean, I doubt it'd give him the levels, though. Okay, that'll be good. Let's see. What's his life? What's his turns? I'll let go before Bodyguard goes next anyway, so let's go attack someone. I'll just have Halleck attack him from behind. I don't think the battle ends if Claire or someone kills him, but alright, let's kill him or her. I don't need to, but I'm going to. I'd rather have them be kind of evened out. Alright, there, you finish him off. Finish off that walking stereotype. Okay, need to do this differently. There we go, that works. There we go. My shocking is shutting down! How many times must you brats defeat me? You will never stop, Faulkner! Never! I kind of made it whiny there by the end, but oh well. There's nothing left in our path now. Either we defeat Faulkner at the capital, or Imperial capital, or he takes over the continent. Man, why does all these JRPGs always have to have a life, like world-shattering instances at the end? They're like, oh no, it's the end. Like the world will be destroyed if we don't save the day. Then again, usually most companies expect the game to be a one outing, so that's probably why they do that. Although I think they shoot them in the foot if they ever want to do sequels, but especially Final Fantasy. Faulkner may have already begun his invasion. Every moment we wait here is a moment wasted. How long will it take until everyone else's ATACs are repaired? Don't they realize what's at stake? Dude, their repairs take a while. Calm down. Bastion. Okay. Hello, Cecilia. I know what you're planning to... I gotta give her a voice. I could make it Australian. I know what you're planning to do, Bastion, and I could see it in your eyes. That sounds horrible. What do you mean? You intend to invade the Imperial capital on your own. You're going to leave the others. How did you know? Because I underestimate you, Bastion. I know you like to shoulder a burden without any help. I'm afraid that Zolwarn will affect them as it affected Zera and Dyer. If that happened, all would be lost. You're leaving soon, I can tell. You're leaving before you change your mind. Yes. I have a decision to make as well. What decision is that, Cecilia? Whether or not to continue the life of an assassin? Not exactly, Bastion. You'll know about my decision soon enough. I wish you had enough faith in me to tell me about it, Cecilia. Now, Cecilia. Bastion. What? God, I think I'm mixing my voices now. Look at me. Sorrowful ... Lovers embrace, ...
When you see me, Bastion, you are the only person in the world who sees me as I really am.
Cecilia. I stopped giving her hyper voice from before because it's a serious man.
Believe in me, Bastion, and I will believe in you.
Wait, are we watching Gurren Lagann now? Believe in me that believes in you that believes in yourself or something like that? Nonsense. Wait, why is there no box for Bastion? This is one of the few times in the game where it's weirdly they don't put the box for the character's face when they're talking here. Like, why isn't it there? He's clear. I mean, we know he's talking. There's no one else here, but every other dialogue has the face box except for this. Must have been a mess up in the game programming or something like that. I do believe in you, Cecilia. I believe in us. So, have they confirmed themselves to be a couple then, I guess? Oh, well. Sadira, like, how is your brother?
Not good, Claire. Not good at all. His breathing is somewhat shallow, and he hasn't regained consciousness. In fact, he hasn't moved.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. We have to focus our attention on Faulkner, or we'll all suffer Dire's fate.
You're right. Here's the situation. After having a chat with Zakov, I was able to find out what Faulkner is planning. Oh, he got captured, apparently. He has one army marching through the kingdom where it's set to attack Marquis Dion. There is a second army heading for Norderlane and a third group going to Hibernia. Once those countries have been taken over, the armies are going to surround Avalon, and that shall be the end. Each of these armies have more than enough Sharkings to wipe out any resistance, or so Zakov says.
3 armies of Sharkings. We've had a hard time defeating a single group of them.
This is like really bad. If we go to the capital, Faulkner's armies will destroy the continent.
There's nothing we can do.
Actually, Sadira, there is something we can do. Let's hear it, Bastion. Sadira, Claire, and Franco and Halleck will return to Norderlane and join up with Duke Logan. Duke Zera will go to Hibernia and explain the situation to Lord Alden. Norderlane and Hibernia will send the armies to attack the first 2 armies of Sharkings. Zera will keep his army in reserve and attack the 3rd Sharking group if they try to join the fight. Commander Galvus and Marquis Dion will shark randomly to keep the Imperial forces off guard. Okay. Apparently he's being very tactical all of a sudden. Where did this come from? Unless it's supposed to be me, the player, but even then I'm not that tactical, so we'd all die. Yeah. I realize this isn't much of a plan, but the alternative is to let Faulkner reduce the continent to ashes. Does anyone object to my proposal? It seems logical enough. Unfortunately, there really seems to be no alternative. They're saying alternatives. I totally agree. I don't want to put on the defensive, but I don't want to let my home be destroyed.
Bastion?
Yes, Sadira?
You mentioned what all of us will do, but you never mentioned what you were going to do.
Dope! They figured it out. I mean, that's right, because I'm not going with you.
Where are you going, Bastion?
To the Imperial capital, destroy the Zolwarn, and kill Faulkner.
What?
Huh? He's obviously sent the vast majority of his forces to invade the continent. The capital is thus unguarded. Besides, Faulkner is too egotistical to believe that he needs guards at all. I'll march into the capital and show him just how wrong he is.
No, Bastion. What you're talking about is a suicide mission, not a plan of attack. Have you considered that this might be a trap?
Of course, Sadira, I'm sure he'll have 1 or 2 traps waiting for me, but they can and won't stop me.
Why don't you wait until we have defeated the Sharking armies?
No, if we do that, we lose the element of surprise. A simultaneous attack is the best choice. If he heads for the front lines, I'll follow and attack him from behind. Dishonorable, but effective.
But what if he's able to hypnotize you with the Zolwarn?
He can't, Sadira, not as long as I remain within the Ultra Gunner.
But...
Calm down, Sadira. Think it over. If we go with Bastion, we'll just be hypnotized and forced to attack him, you know. So how come in all the other storylines, like the Kingdom storyline, the power of the Ultra Gunner saves everyone from the light, while in the Sadira plan, it just doesn't work for some reason. Like, they never bring that up. Yet in the Cecilia path, that's a big deal. Sometimes I think they lose some inconsistency with their stories. Like, oh well, whatever.
But
Like, no but, Sadira. Bastion's plan is the only one that makes sense.
Not to me, it doesn't.
It's because you have the hots for me, but I chose Cecilia. Sorry, princess. Your lover is in another castle. Duke Zara, do you think it's a bad idea for me to attack the capital? If anyone has a chance for success, it's you, Bastion. We defend the continent and you kill Faulkner. If it works, it will be the end we've all worked for. Thank you, Zara. Why don't Halleck and Franco say anything about this? Oh well. You're certainly welcome. I'd better leave now before we lose any more time. By himself?
Bastion!
What's the matter, Sadira? Sorry.
I don't know why I'm thinking this, or saying this, but I have this horrible feeling that I'm never going to see you again. I couldn't bear that, Bastion.
Man, on the Cecilia path, she really tries to like she never outright says her emotion, well, what she actually truly feels, but she gets really close. You worry too much, Sadira. I almost feel bad for her, actually. I'll see you again soon, I promise. And yet Cecilia says nothing. Interesting.
Oh, Bastion.
Sorry, lady. I guess Bastion just has something he needs to take care of by himself. And he really is going off by himself. This is the Imperial capital. But there's absolutely no one here. Did Faulkner evacuate the city? Or did he sacrifice his own people in order to feed the Zolwarn? You have committed your final atrocity, Faulkner. This time it is your blood that will flow. And that's it. The final battle with Faulkner is by ourselves. Whew. Will he be able to do it? I don't know, folks. It's just Faulkner against the Zolwarn himself. The Ultra Gunner against Zolwarn. Good and evil. Shadow versus light. Will Bastion be able to face the Zolwarn by himself, defeat him, and save the continent while his friends try to save the innocents from the Sharkings? Find out next time in the finale of Cecilia's Path of Vanguard Bandits. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.